Yo, 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 yo. How's it going, guys? Richard Unicorn Caller here. I don't know why I'm so happy today. I don't know. It's just, for some reason, I'm happy, but at the same time, I'm kind of stressing out because November is probably going to be the biggest month for everything. Like, not only do we have elections going on, but we also have a bunch of releases, including Wizard101. Like, surprisingly, Wizard101 hasn't really done much with Test Run, but we finally got an official update from the Wizard101 dev community Twitter thing. They said that Test Run isn't going to be this week, so yeah, that sucks. But they said next week that, whatchamacallit, that, actually, no, they didn't even say next week. They just said we'll just keep you updated. So basically all they said is not this week. They're just going to keep us updated on the, community channels like Wizard101, the Twitter account and stuff like that. So, we can, I guess, theorize that we will be getting Test Realm, hopefully. I really hope we get Test Realm next week, man. Because next week is also when they're doing a King ISO Live, and that is October 29th. Now, if possible, or hopefully not, we could be getting a Test Realm in early November or pretty late October. Hopefully that's not the case because, if we do have Test Realm in early November, I'm just going to be busy, or at least that would give me a little tiny bit of time to play Wizard101. There is just so much stuff happening, like Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, the PlayStation 5 is coming out, then there's elections. It's just a lot of stuff is happening in November. So my thought is that I wanted to have Test Realm earlier. Like, I wanted to have Test Realm in, like, the middle of October, so that gives me enough, like, flexible time to actually play it, and then it usually cuts off on the weekends, as they always do, which for some reason I never understood, but, you know. But, this might actually be the fault of this year, because this year has just been a little wild, so, maybe they're not ready, or maybe there's just some things that we just don't know yet, or something like that. I don't know, but King House Alive is going to be the 2020, and obviously, I'm sure you've seen that Nana's face reveal on that thumbnail is pretty scary and spooky looking. But regardless of that, I think we should just do like a little test round type of thing of what you need to understand in test round, because I know that there's definitely a lot of new players or returning players that don't actually know what test realm is and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell y'all what Test Realm is. So Test Realm is pretty much a beta state of the game. It's unreleased, so this is the live realm. Like, I'm on the live realm now. I have all my stuff. I have everything. This is live realm. Now, in Test Realm, what happens is that in one of the updates, or whenever you're asleep, basically, just like the Tooth Fairy, they basically have a copy of your character, right? They will copy your character, and then they will put that on the Test Realm. Now, this copy of your character is actually from a previous state, alright? You don't know if this was when you completed this quest or not. It's pretty much like a little blast from the past, basically. But the cool thing is with this is that whatever happens on Test Realm, typically stays on Test Realm, right? So if you complete the new world on Test Realm, good for you. You get a little adjustments for the new bosses and stuff like that, and the new spells. But whatever happens in that, let me just turn down the audio because I feel like this is like so loud right now. Let me just yoink that down a little bit. But I feel like for that though, for most players think that it happens on the live realm, which it doesn't. You can think of test realm as basically just a beta state or an alpha. The reason I say like an alpha because it can be really glitchy at times. I mean, I know the last one we've had was like the Wizard City Catacombs, which I pretty much have like majority of the badges there completed, but I think I went into one of my other videos saying like how nobody can usually get like the Devourer badge just because the boss battle itself is just extremely hard. And I think there still are some glitches or bugs within this boss battle. Like, I don't know, this whole boss battle is weird. So, I don't know what's going on with that, but most people haven't really done the Wizard City Catacombs. Now, don't worry, you don't have to do it because it's totally optional. It's basically a form of level 130 dungeon, which I honestly enjoyed the side quests more, but, you know, going on from that, talking more about Test Realm, like I said, whatever happens on Test Realm stays in Test Realm. Hopefully not with the bugs and glitches. However, you will see a little icon in the top, like, left corner or top right or something like that. It will have a little bug symbol, and that is basically where you can either suggest ideas or you can basically report on some bugs. I've done this before. I don't really see much change with it. I'm not even sure if they read those, but it is good to though just to report any bugs you see. Like if there's like an unbeatable boss because there's this glitch that is preventing you from like basically proceeding into the battle. Or you know you're just blocked by an invisible wall. It's really important that you do the little bug report in the icon that you'll see on Test Run. You'll see me live streaming Test Run, by the way. You'll see me be, I guess, actually, no, I'm not really gonna, actually, yeah, I will report bugs. Why not? Hopefully the bugs get fixed, but I'm telling y'all this right now, even with Test Realm, there will be post-launch bugs, and there will be a lot of them, probably more than Test Realm. Like I said, I didn't have a good experience with the Wizard City Catacombs. But regardless of that, especially with this year in particular, if people are working from home, I think we can expect a numerous amount of bugs with the new world. I mean, obviously, I think King Isle is great. I think they can work it out, but probably in 3 or 2 patch updates, maybe here and there, maybe some maintenances that address it. You know, they usually don't really fix minor bugs, but if it's something major, like something that prevents you from questing, then I think that is something that pretty much demands a lot of high priority. I think there was like a Stormlord quest that was glitched that I saw on Twitter like a year ago, or I don't know when that was, but I saw something about like a Stormlord quest or like something like that. It was like a quest that was like glitched or you couldn't really complete it because they like changed the way the NPCs were moved at or something like that. I don't know. But regardless of that, Test Realm requires you to make a $6 purchase in the last 30 days, or you can simply just have an active membership. Now, I recommend just having a 1 month membership because, yeah, the test run usually likes to stay in for like about 2 or 3 weeks, or just 2 weeks in general. That doesn't include weekends. They close it off at the weekends. But in order to actually access Test Realm, you actually do need to have a active membership or a $6 purchase made. Now, that pretty much wraps it up for like the main stuff of Test Realm. I think you guys already know the main stuff we're getting. We're getting a new world. We're getting a new level cap, which means we'll get like an extra training point. If we look at the stats, we'll get an extra training point. We'll get increased health, and I think the critical decay is still a thing. So I think we'll get like lower critical. I don't really know much about critical decay or what's that. Oh, also, another big thing, and I don't know if it's going to be on this test demo or this specific update, but if you guys haven't seen, I made a little dev diary overview that Ratbeer posted talking about critical block and critical chance and basically what's going to happen with all the stats or gear-wise or, you know, all of that stuff. I didn't really understand it too much. I don't think it's going to affect the PvE too much, but I know that it's definitely going to change the way how PvP players change. So that's going to be a very, very big update. I don't know if it's going to be in that specific test realm or if it's still waiting. But there was also something on his live stream that was mentioned talking about taunt spells or something like that, saying how the enemy would have to forcefully attack the opponent when being taunted. So it looks like the taunt spell, because I used to have the taunt spell, but you know, I got rid of it because I didn't really see much change with it. And especially going with NPC players, or yeah, just NPC computers, it's kind of hard to basically attract aggro to yourself, because I know for me personally, if I do like a rebirth, the enemy is just going to generate a lot of hatred for me, and they will just attack me basically. So I know some spells like to generate a lot of threat, and I don't really know much about that spell in the first place, but hey, if it is getting reworked, or if it's getting buffed or nerfed or whatever it is, then hey, I might even reconsider actually training for it, because hey, it might be useful, especially if you're someone that has like a gazillion resist, you know, like a gazillion universal resist. That is also another stat that I think he was mentioning that is gonna get later changed with the whole resist thing, because you guys seen the resist pets. I mean, I could show you my tank set, and it's only like, I think at 80 universal. And I don't have that much gear, or at least some of the gear I have you can't even get. I know for the Spooky Carnival set, I know that set is actually, I think, retired now. I think they recently retired, and let me tell you, this is probably like one of the best Jade robes I've had. The Spooky Carnival set gives you like 21 universal resist, and it also gives you a lot of outgoing. And I actually prefer the Spooky Carnival rather than the Jade robe because I think the Jade robe actually gives like less. Like, yeah, I think the Jade robe actually gives like less outgoing healing. I'm not sure if it gives like less, but I got the Jade hood, and then I got the Jade boots. And then I got the Silver Order, the Spiral, which was $25 wand. This is a hard wand to get. Not that many people can get this. It's hard. And then you got the Dark Woman's Dagger. Always love that. Rasputin's Charm. And overall, with that, I would have 81 Universal Resist, 105, because my pet that I have is a Ward pet. Thank goodness for that. But otherwise, I don't even know if I even tried for this, but I don't even remember training this pet. I just kind of had it. I was like, okay. But going on from that, a lot of stuff is going to happen on Test Realm. I won't drag out the video too much, but let me know what your favorite thoughts about for the next Test Realm update, or just for the update in general. We're going to get a new world, new spells, and the max level cap is going to be level 100, level 140. So, if you're trying to quest, or if you're still in like Imperia and something like that, I think it's very important that you just quest now, because you might not see that many activity in some of the, some of the earlier worlds like Imperia or Mirage. So, if you're trying to quest, I think now's the time to just get it out of the way now. Especially post-launch, because, if you're playing the new world like 1 year later, it might become inactive, or there just might be that many team-ups. I mean, I'm sure there'll still be plenty of team-ups, but depending on the time you play, or just the timing that you want to quest, I would just recommend playing the new world post-launch. I mean, that's what I usually do. I just like to get it out of the way. Like to read the story and just, be done with it. And then I can help everybody else in team-ups and all that stuff. But let me know what you guys' thoughts are. I'm excited to see what happens, and hopefully we don't get Test Realm in like early November, because I'll be playing Call of Duty and Apex and pretty much anything else. Cyberpunk, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, pretty much anything else. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. I think in the next video I'm actually going to talk about the Beast Moon event, because I actually won a match in this, surprisingly. I actually won a single match, so I'm happy about that, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.